And good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 13th. It is in the middle of March break, and I am, as you can see, embracing my inner Jensen Huang with my leather jacket today. I'm very excited. Today is a great day for AI because we have so much news coming in today. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen here, and let's get started with Roblox versus Fortnite. What brands should know? This is a really cool article by Atlas Creative's Michael Harriger. He breaks down the difference between the two popular platforms, why you would use one over the other. And it just so happens to coincide with an article that I wrote called A Brand Guide to Choosing Roblox versus Fortnite versus Your Own Private Verse. As you know, I'm a founder at Metaverse, and we make an on-device rendered system so that you can actually build your own metaverse in the cloud, and you can do it and distribute it to all devices. So here's a breakdown of Fortnite versus Roblox versus your own private verse, and it gets into all the details, gets into the pricing, why you would use one over the other, number of users, all of these things. So it's a very, very comprehensive guide here. I will put all the links in the show notes in LinkedIn and on YouTube and on X. So let's get into some more stuff here. This is very interesting. This is a breakdown of Meta's Gen AI infrastructure. So how is Meta thinking about the future of this sort of thing? So they're actually setting up their rack clusters, so their hardware, then their software systems, and then they're really pushing Llama 3 towards advanced infrastructure for artificial general intelligence. The interesting thing to note here is that by the end of 2024, they're aiming to grow their infrastructure build out that will include 350,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs. That is an enormous amount of H100s. And if you don't know what that is, Google H100. It is the kind of gold standard for AI in chipsets. So there's, I read something this morning. It was somebody trying to hire an AI engineer away from Meta, and the engineer said, "Look, until you have 10,000 H100s, don't even bother." So training data is going to be really important, and this is the way to train it. So good luck to Meta for that. This is interesting. Western countries are more pessimistic about AI. It's interesting. If you look at kind of India, improved productivity, 67% of people believe that AI is going to give them improved productivity. Indonesia, UAE. But then when you get to US, it's only 17% of people, and 12% think it's going to hinder their productivity. So really different views from around the world on how AI is going to replace people. And that makes sense because the higher up you are in the workforce, the less AI productivity will give you gains. And if you're just starting out, AI can make you look like a rock star. But if you're already kind of well established, AI has less gains for you there. So it's really interesting to see what people are thinking about this stuff. This is interesting. Exclusive. US must move to decisively avert extinction level threat from AI. And this is a government sanctioned report or a government commissioned report from the US government on frontier models and what's coming to AGI and what to expect. And it's interesting because 3 authors of the report worked on it for more than a year, speaking with 200 government employees, experts, and workers in frontier companies like OpenAI, DeepMind, Anthropic, and Meta. And they paint a disturbing picture suggesting many AI safety workers inside cutting-edge labs are concerned about perverse incentives during decision-making. And of course, there's an article you can read as well called "The Billionaire Class Controlling AI," and it's interesting that we have kind of ceded control of AI to billionaires already, and so what could possibly go wrong on this? I don't know. We'll see. But it was commissioned by the State Department in 2022, right around the launch of ChatGPT. So it's very negative, which that maybe is why maybe why we have this. So anyway, Covariant announces a universal AI platform for robotics. So this is really interesting because they're using the model that's training on warehouse data. Robots for warehouse is very, very popular. China's actually leading the way with this. Pick and pack, loading trucks, packing boxes. All of these things are really, really things that robots can do much, much better. And what they're doing is they're actually applying this and making kind of an open source model where you can take their models and apply it to your own robots. So they have a foundational model called RFM1, and it can be trained. And so yeah, you'll be able to use their models to train your robots. So really cool. So speaking of the rise of humanoid robots, check this out. Tech advancements fuel lucrative opportunities for the humanoid robot market. Actually, my 2024 predictions predicted the rise of humanoid robots for service. You know, maybe you want them to clean their house. Maybe you want them to help somebody in a nursing home. Maybe you want them to pick and pack in a warehouse. It doesn't matter. Humanoid robots are going to be the way we do this. And it looks like in 2036, they're estimating 100 million humanoid robots. I personally think it's going to be a lot higher than this. I think we're going to see a massive rise in this, and it's, of course, an exponential growth curve. So here we go. Buckle up, everybody. We're right here in 2024, and 2026, 2028, we're going to start to see humanoid robots everywhere. You can already buy, those little dog robots? You can already buy one from China now for $1,500. $1,500, you can buy a robot dog. Awesome. Okay, now into the other side of the planet, we have the EU to enact AI law despite lingering doubts. So AI has some risks associated with, and the European Union has passed an AI Act, and it actually passed today. So this is the world's first major conglomerate or country, I guess, a group of countries to regulate AI. And the interesting thing, and I'll just cut over here to Barry Scannell on LinkedIn, and some of the things that are interesting on this. It says the following will be prohibited prohibited AI systems under the AI Act by the year end. Okay, manipulative and deceptive practices. Obviously, we don't want deep fakes. We don't want people using this for political gain and these sorts of things. Exploitation of vulnerabilities, using AI to code, to crack things, to hack into things, this is sort of thing. Biometric categorization, being able to use it for biases. We really just have to be careful. Things like race, political opinions, sexual orientation. These are all things that they're making sure that you don't use AI to kind of filter people out and put them into buckets for that. I don't know how they're going to enforce this. Social scoring. If you've ever seen the Black Mirror episode of social scoring, you know that this is probably not the best thing. It's terrifying, to be honest. And then real-time biometric identification. It's interesting with VR and eye tracking and stuff, we're able to actually take anonymized data and tell who it is. So, real-time biometric identification is going to be a problem. Risk assessment in criminal offenses, facial recognition databases, emotional inferences. So things just got very, very real in the European Union, and we're kind of on the edge of our seats with this. They've been telling us it's coming for a while, but now it is here and it is voted into law. Now, one of the reasons you'd want this is because things like this just going to turn the sound down. But today, a company called Cognition introduced Devin. It's a full AI, fully autonomous software engineer. And what it does is you type in just plain English what you want, and it will actually create you code. And here, let me just fast forward it here. And you can actually write it in. It will look for errors. It will correct the errors. It will go to the web and find more information. It will find API keys, and it can create an entire software for you just with an English prompt. You just put the prompt in English, and it creates all of the code backend in different systems and everything. It's truly spinning people's heads this morning. This came out last night, and it's just one of those head explosions. So if you want to sign up for Devin AI, it's devin.ai. You can sign up for the preview and request access here. I've requested access. I don't have access yet, but when I do, I will let you know how this thing is. That's all I got for you guys today. It was a jam-packed morning full of news. You can follow me on Linktree/Alan Smithson. I've got all my links here, my DJ mixes, my different companies, my startups that I'm working on. You can follow me there, my LinkedIn as well. And of course, you can always hit the subscribe button on LinkedIn and hit the little bell so that you get a notification every morning. We're going to do this weekdays, Tech 10 at 10, we're going to call it. So very exciting. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.